Oh, that was great.
Sorry, for everyone who couldn't see what had just happened there, because it was during the countdown, Shelly was doing the countdown and we were kind of actively ignoring her, just kind of talking.
Are you listening to me?
Giving me a part of
Yes.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the Unreal Engine live training stream. I'm Alexander Paschall, and joining me today, of course, Ian Shadden.
Hey guys, how's it going? So last week we went through and we got our AI running around correctly again, and well, by the way, Wes and Sam were supposed to be on today, but they had a whole bunch of VR stuff to go.
There's like some
handle.
internal VR training and stuff, so that kind of sprung up on them.
So they'll be on actually next week. We got them rescheduled out. I actually have it on their calendar, so hopefully this time they won't get scheduled over. But
yeah,
whatever. We'll get them. We'll get them on, and then so last week AI fixed somewhat. This week we're gonna. So we've purposely done some terrible things. And we're going to go back through, and we're going to now suffer through them. We haven't commented too much, if anything. Have we commented anything? I don't think we've created a single comment block.
That is terrible practice.
It is incredibly terrible practice. And so what we want to do is, as you guys have been watching, you know that our guy, he has, let's pause right there. That's a terrible, terrible place to pause. Come around. Come back in front of me. There we go. Our guy has health, stamina, and hunger. The problem is that we kind of set up everything around this idea of him running, picking up food, eating, but that affects his stamina. Really what we wanted to do was have hunger affect stamina, and stamina affect your health, you know, or some their combination of sort of like a triple burn down thing.
Where you kind of burn down one, then you burn down the next one.
Yeah, so like hunger fuels your stamina, and you can use it to do things, and then your health will be affected if you have nothing in either.
Yeah.
So we need to go back and fix that, but the problem is we really didn't comment anything. So this is as much a lesson about, you know, let's go set up some more stat stuff, which is really cool, and also, well, we need to go figure out what we did in the first place and make sure it's all in the right locations and it'll make sense, and if we need to move stats around, we're going to have to go change the apples to make them actually affect the right stat. And now, in the back of my head, I have some of this laid out, and you know, that's cool for me, but if I were to hand this over to Alexander, or if I were to go hand it over to anybody else...
Someone not me.
Nobody not you. You probably would know what to do.
Yeah, I'm a genius, I know.
Yeah, you're all that. If we were to hand it over to somebody else, they'd have no idea what was going on. And so this will be a good time for us to go back, examine what we've done, and make sure that we comment it, just in case...
Kind of important if we ever feel like we might give this out, which...
Yeah, you know, we might. I mean, it makes sense to, eventually. So
once it's proper.
Yeah, once it's proper. So once it actually does something. So we'll go ahead and we'll jump in and we'll start editing our guy and making sure we
Ooh, that was a nice transition.
Yeah, got a guitar going on there.
That's very nice.
Okay, so I think on our character, the actual character class. Ooh, what is? Hold on.
You immediately get lost?
Did I hardlock?
What? It is early for that.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh no, it's fine.
There we go. That was.
Sorry, everyone. That window. You can just switch it back over, Shelly.
Yeah,
that window was just locked for a second.
Yeah, it wasn't doing anything.
Anyway, where he jiggled it and then it worked. I figured.
Okay. Okay, so this up here was the latest, and this is what we're doing here. Oh, this is our dialogue context stuff. So if we're going through, since this is most fresh in our minds, I mean, we have a dialogue call out, but what does this do? Well, you can select all your stuff, hit C really quick, it creates a comment block, and then we can type in, you know, our comment for this. So we'll go ahead and comment this out, so that way we never have to come back to it, and we can just like, oh yeah, this is the handles, phrases, saying, no, we'll just say audio cues. Audio cues for when the AI finds something he/she desires.
How did you want to spell cues? Because you spelled it Q-U-E-S.
How did I want to spell it? Is it
not-
Yui?
Yeah, that's not how you spell Q.
Well, that's a line.
Oh, jeez.
It's
Oh.
C-U-E-S.
Right.
Unless
Is
you're
it?
talking about like a line, like a lineup.
Yeah.
It's Q-U-E-U-E.
Really?
Well, no, but this is a cue, like a signal that
Is
says
this
to
single
fly.
queue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
CUE
You
is
know what?
signal. Q like a line you stand in is
Hold on.
QUE. She's
Hold
right.
on.
She's totally got you
Hold
on
Yes,
that one.
she's right.
Let's
I know
just
what
just
words mean.
hold on. Sound.
Yeah,
Yep.
sound cue.
Okay.
Did you really had to verify?
I really did. I don't work in audio.
Could
I
not.
don't even
And I lost
know
most of my
yet.
comment. Okay.
That's what you get.
You start all over.
Turning a sound cue
Yes.
for when our AI finds something he/she desires. It uses the dialogue system so it can make reference to the gender and number of the item, parenthesis, S parenthesis.
If we had a line of audio cues, it would be an audio cue cue.
Audio cue. Ah!
Oh, that was good. Thank you, chat.
Thanks, Chad.
Who is that?
That was genius.
Neshka Nurovkin? I can't pronounce your name, I'm sorry.
Yeah, to cue. Okay. Well, I mean, it could. We could queue up multiple ones of these and have them play after each other. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to disconnect the print string back here. Actually, we're not going to need it. Let's just go anyway. That was just our debug stuff. Compile, save. Okay, so we have to work our way back through this. We have an event begin play. We have, okay, set timer. This is going to actually be our timer for our tick down on stam. Okay, and then this is the magical math stuff we were doing to handle our tick down on our stamina. We're casting the stat block. We're owning it. Okay, so this is get user widget. Yeah, okay. So this is the stat block widget that shows up over him, and then cast a stat block. We're passing that data in, I guess. What is this? Value. No, owning pawn. Oh yeah, no, that's on the widget. Okay, cool. So we're passing ourself onto the widget, so the widget itself is making calls down and asking our AI what it is. So we'll start here, and there are two types. You can do a comment like this,
Just
right,
hitting
which
the
is
C
kind of
button.
cool, or
When you say like this,
hitting C. Pardon.
hitting C,
like we did above.
they can't see it either.
Yeah, I'm sorry. See my fingers. Hitting C to create a comment block.
Or
Or
you
we
can
can
do the
actually
node
node comment, because this is a single node. We can say, how long is this timer? Well, it just sets it. It sets a timer, a timer for the stat, or we'll say stam tick down rate. Well, for the stam tick down.
Yep.
All right. And so there, that's that. And then the rest of this, since it's a bit larger, we can do a full comment of gets the stat UI widget for this character and passes itself to it so it can get the character stats. That's always really nice when it does that. There we go. And once they're commented, it's really nice. They can group up and move them around. All right, so that's all done on a begin play. Then we have our stat burn down. Let's get some of this out of the way. Wow, we actually have a lot more in here than I thought. Jeez.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, Shelley?
What's the little dialogue bubble coming out of the set timer by event? What's the difference between that and a comment?
So when you get these little bits up here, it's when you actually right click and you do a node comment. Or, I mean, no, they don't show them the details anymore, do they? I think there used to be, or maybe it's just in my mind.
No.
Yeah, so you can come in here and you can actually set a specific node comment. So that way I'm not like doing like this, right? Like commenting out this entire block.
Just
like,
to let it know.
Yeah, just to let them know that this is a single block that does something. And then we'll do the full comment for what the timer is doing down here. Let's move everything out of the way. Move that all out of the way. And I mean, we're going to have to do a lot more in STAM. Okay, so this is the damage event.
Yeah.
So basically, this is just, we have a very simple check if dead, or...
Yeah, like all that math right there is just
Yeah,
one big
so-
chunk, and then yeah.
comment.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you're going to find that as you are doing your own commenting in Blueprints, you're going to do a mix of these things. Like I have one of these large comments that's around my, like my whole AI system of kind of figuring out like hungry or not. And then inside of that, each individual node tells you like, this is passing this value here or wherever. And you'll find that that really helps you out just reading through spaghetti. So.
Drops below 0.0, then unpossessed. Oh jeez, I have to scroll in there. How do I spell unpossessed?
P-O-S-S-E. Yes.
Yeah, there's two S's.
Unpossessed.
One more.
Really? Wow, that's just so many S's.
I mean, here, I got Google. Yeah, I got Google.
It's right down there. You can see it.
Oh.
There's a node for it.
Oh. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Wait a minute. Ah, right. It's actually not affecting health, technically speaking. It's affecting stat 0, which is health. So we can probably should correct this and at least let them know that stat 0 in the stat names array. Actually, it's any one of those stat arrays. But there we go. Okay, then that's that one. And then event use find item. This is our really quick use a thing. So use any item that implements the
Interface.
is usable interface. Just sends the use item message to the target. I believe this is called from the behavior tree. So we'll put that there.
Yep.
And if you want, by the way, you can come in and be like, okay, maybe this one is you can start changing the colors based off of what you feel these things do more. Maybe we make this one teal, right? Like,
yeah,
no big deal.
I have a rainbow of colors for like all mine.
Well, it helps. Like,
Yeah.
like damage, we could easily,
Red or
we could
something,
call
yeah.
this red. But
I
I normally do that for debug stuff, right? Like, no, the red's debug, make sure that you get rid of it because red's bad.
Yeah. When you get into more and more complex blueprints that you work off of like one big, like one graph for, you're going to end up color coding stuff just to save yourself hassle.
Okay, now this one. So, this is for STAM. And, I mean, we could do one, what would be better? Just do one tick, and stat tick happens, and all stats get affected as we go, or do a series of different, well, we should probably just do them in functions. Yeah, actually, so this, whatever portion of this that we need to go through and we need to figure out, should all probably just become a function. Because, I mean, it's taking, looks like we could just simply take an input here of the stat for these three nodes, and then that node. Yeah, so that if there's a tick down, we just simply call a tick down on it. And if something then is low enough, then we can call tick down on the next thing, and so forth down the line, right? That seems to make the most sense. So this, right here, we can just create a function out of. And functions allow us to comment those pretty easily too. So we can do collapse to function, because there's no delays or timers in it.
Nope.
So we'll collapse to function.
Cool.
And we'll call this function stat tick down. And for description, so over here on the side under details, we have description category. Everything currently is sitting under like defaults for our variables and whatnot. But we'll work on that here in a second for organization. So we'll call a description. I'm gonna really slack off on this. Ticks down a stat. Ticks down the tick downs. Tick down the stat passed into.
Oh.
And
So
also
now
we
it
should
needs
probably
an
do.
input.
We should probably also do by amounts. Is that in here?
Yeah. So you just
We have a decay. We have a stam decay rate.
Yeah.
But what we need is we're going to need a stat decay rate. So we'll.
Well, couldn't you just make this all generic?
That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
So instead of passing in, so what we're going to need.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
We're going to need
Yep.
stat
Took me a second. Just had to
Stat.
get the gears turning. Now I see what you're doing.
to tick down, and so we have a stam tick rate. I remember we did something that made sense here. I think it was so that we had, no matter our tick rate, our decay rate would always be the same. So, was that it? We should really just simplify this. It should just simply be a rate. And the rate itself will be defined as, yeah, we're just going to do
Just
that.
a number. Yeah.
We're just going to do that. And we will call it decay.
Those need to be floats.
I'm working on it. Well, actually, one of them needs to be an integer, the other one needs to be a float.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Integers.
Oh, I see.
Integers are just floats without as many errors and no decimal points, of course.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll plug all this together. And we'll put that into there.
There we go. Now we've got ourselves a nice generic.
Yep. And then
Last
our
thing
decay
to find.
rate will go into there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll create some reroute nodes so I don't go utterly insane. Pass that down to there. Pass this one into there. There's a sun in the corner.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's so shiny.
That's what I meant to do.
Ah, there we go. That seems like a better choice. Okay, so when that's done, return node. Great. Looks good. And then, okay, cool. So we can then go finish our comment. Tick down the stat passed into stat to tick down by amount in decay rate.
Are there any special characters you can't use in descriptions?
I don't believe so.
I don't know. I haven't sat there and done the alt.
Dollar, bang, percent, up, and
Well, now it just looks like you're
Brent.
swearing and getting censored.
brackets, other brackets,
Oh, looks like you got
colon,
everything.
semicolon, quote.
But then again, this is
Okay.
also like an American English keyboard, so we don't have like all the cool characters.
Nope. Well, got a bunch of cussing right there, but yeah. So now it looks like all the special characters, and I think in any other language, I believe this just accepts whatever's there, so you shouldn't have a problem with any specialized characters. I mean, can anybody give me a what's the
Try Alt 230.
Alt 230?
Yeah, that's what Pan Tong said to try.
What do? Do you hit enter after that?
No, you let go. You just hit, yeah, and you just let go all at once. It's like the U with the little
Hold on.
thing on the left
Hit
side.
enter.
Oh, that's neat.
Yep, there it is. So yeah, it accepts all that stuff.
What is that?
Cool.
I have no idea what that's called. Anybody know what it's called? It's yes.
It's what uTorrent
It's-
has before it did.
Yes, whatever the character is called.
I'm gonna call it backwards U.
So, yeah. It's not a backwards U. It's like a backwards U with a like raising. It's called mu.
I think they're just saying.
Or they're just see now.
No, I don't know who to trust. Don't
I
trust
don't
chat.
know how
Don't
to
trust
trust.
chat.
No, you can't trust it. Okay, we got 2 from you. Oh no, that's the same guy.
That's the same. It is.
Can we get another guy for? Can we get somebody else to say it's Mew? Oh, now see, now we got a micron.
That's a pen. Okay, I'm sorry, we're getting off.
Sorry, gotta move on. All right, so now we have a generic stat tick down, compile, save, because always with the save. Now we need to come back.
It's mu, M-U, is like how we spell it here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just type
But it's
Wikipedia.
pronounced
mu.
Yeah, it's pronounced
either way.
mu.
Oh, yeah. It's like a frat thing.
Okay, so let's see. We have our stat tick down, and we should comment. How should we? We should.
Make sure your tick down. Your
Yeah, we
decay
need to
rate is
actually
more
fill
than
this
0.
in. And actually, we have a stam decay rate right there, which we'll just go ahead and use because this is that 1. We know stam is currently 1, but since we're hard filling this out, it would be really good to come up and say, hey, tick down stam, which is stat 1. Okay, that's cool. So we're ticking down stam in this specific case, but actually this needs to come after something else. So I'm actually just going to break this off, put it over here, because what this actually needs to be is hunger. And I believe hunger is 2, given the order of everything. Yes, hunger is 2. So we'll put in 2, and we'll say hunger, which is stat 2. Get rid of that. I guess we can create a new variable. We'll call it hunger decay. This will be a float. Plug that in. And let's see. So we were losing. What's the time on? So stam tick rate, which we should just rename tick rate, is currently 0.5. Call it stat tick rate. So our stat tick rate.
Oh, and you can set the tick rate in the engine, can't you? Just
Yeah, you
how often tick itself.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that.
Don't.
Someone was asking in chat. Just wanted to make sure
You
that.
can.
Yes.
And actually, I believe.
Actually, I think King Badger 3D was asking if you can set the tick rate for tick itself, and yeah, I think that's in properties, unless we have a new thing that lets you.
Oh, is that under? Is it class stuff? No, it's probably under class settings.
What? Tick rate?
Yeah, you should.
I think that's under the
I
project
think you
settings.
can set it per actor as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, right here. By the way, this is not mine.
Oh.
Tick interval in seconds.
Look at that.
But the problem is I want my character to operate on per frame if I need it to operate on per frame. But the stat stuff we need to operate at a different interval anyway.
Yeah.
And it could be any interval. And now I remember why we had the tick rate versus whatever. It's so that we could set a decay, so that we could performance. We could set it to, let's say, 1 tick or one tick every second. We could multiply it by the decay rate, and we'll always get the same decay rate. So 1 second of decay rate is 20, half a second is 10, quarter of a second is 5, right? Instead of just settling down and saying, you know, our tick rate is this, because we didn't know how long it was going to be.
Yeah.
Which we can still do. It's quick to go back in there and change that. So I'm going to change, so we got our stat decay, and compile that out and save, because save. And this is hunger K, this is stamina, stam decay rate.
You know, if we're going to have a decay rate for every stat, Ariel App says it might be a good idea to have an array of decay rates.
You are absolutely correct.
That is correct.
So we'll just...
I had to say that he is absolutely right, and we're doing this a little silly like.
Yes, we might as well. And it'll... Can I move you? Hey, you stop.
It is like legit fighting you right now.
It's like, nope. Hey.
Try moving it up one more.
What is this?
You can move
What
it
is
once,
this?
and now it's messing with you.
Oh, really? This is how this is going to be. Thank you.
Sorry, that was...
Oh. What is that?
I needed that today. Thank you, UE4.
Thank you, UE4.
That's
That's great. Change variable type.
There we go.
And then we'll get rid of that. Stack tick rate. And then actually, since you were right, we don't actually... Well, hold on. Okay, no, I'm going to leave that... No, we're not. We're just going to chunk it.
Okay.
I'm going to stop planning ahead for crazy stuff that may or may not come to fruition. So, I was thinking about putting a multiplier. Right, but at the same time, we just dump the multiplier in there. Right?
Yeah,
and we just make it a character multiplier.
Simple.
So we'll come back in here. No, we don't need you anymore. But we will go ahead and do a get. Get.
And then we can have it feed in which stat. Again, based off the stat, it should match up with the stat in the other array. Yep. So just use the same number again. And now we've saved ourselves even like one extra step.
Right.
Yeah, thank you, Ariel.
That was
good point.
Good call.
Good point. Very good point. See, that's the thing about game development is like if you have a bunch of people looking at something, you know, someone will eventually notice
better.
Like you could totally optimize that.
Yeah, it'll just get better.
Just doing this one simple thing, you weren't thinking about it at the time.
Yeah, we're gonna multiply times pi.
Yeah, that's yeah. Why not some radians? Just throw in some circle math in there. You know, fun.
Okay, we're gonna put back in. We're gonna put back in the tick rate.
You would. I don't know.
What is that?
It makes sense. It does.
What is that? Okay, so, and at that point, it's just now per interval that we want to drop at. So, tick rate is basically 1 second. We're currently set to half a second, but basically how much of whatever thing should we lose in a second is what we're going to go set our stat decay rates to. So compile, save. And currently we only technically need 3 for what we're working with, but you never know what else you might want to decay. Intelligence over time? Sure, why not? 1, 2, so we have a total of 7. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you never know. I mean, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? Yeah. I mean, strength could be the same way.
Oh, yeah, like you atrophy over time?
No, you atrophy over time, right? Like you
that was in GTA San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool one. I like that mechanic. You ate too much fast food, you get big, and then you didn't work out enough and atrophy.
So we'll do stam at 10 if you have no food. We'll slow down decay. I'm thinking we need to slow down decay on his hunger anyway, just simply because going forward, it's going to get really annoying if he can't do anything else. It's like, I just got to go get food. Oh, geez.
Now, I have a quick question because it keeps coming up in chat, and I think this is just something we had just done really early off as a fast thing, but people are asking, why are we using arrays and not a struct or
right. That is a good question. Most of it comes down to being able to display all the information pretty rapidly for UMG. It's just the idea that I came up with. So when he's going to go the wrong way now, I know it. So, since these are all in a single array, our arrays are really quick to expand. I mean, honestly, we probably do this in a data table, and we do have the ability to edit those now in the editor. So it would actually probably make most sense to do it in that. And a data table does return a struct of that line, and then all you need to know is the line or the row number, which would probably be better overall. And then we could just have one mass table for everything. We still need to handle things on our own. And by the way, the data table thing is just something I looked up recently. I just want to start off by importing massive tables of stats and various things that we might care about. So really, that is the way to go for something like this. And actually, if we have a little bit of time today...
Do you think about converting?
Sure, why not?
You're thinking about it, so
why not?
Yeah, just make it happen. So I love it when people in the chat actually kind of drive what it is we're going to be kind of explaining too, is because we get to actually explore what you're talking about.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We can create the data table, but I think it'll have to wait till next time till we fully implement it.
Yep.
Because we're using the arrays everywhere, and we'll need to pull the data differently to actually gain everything. We're using it in the character, we're using it in the behavior tree, we're using it in tasks, we're using it in the EQS, we're using it for the UMG widget. I mean, but that's a part of how this works.
Yeah.
Is that, okay, great, better idea. Now let's go. How do we figure out how we do this? How much time do we lose? Is it worth it? And the answer is yes, this is totally worth it to do. But in some cases, it may not be.
Yeah.
I mean if all you need is 7 and you already have them implemented.
Yeah.
you're done, right? Why bother going and overcomplicating or refactoring your entire everything to manage something?
But of course, the way that we like to think is as generically as humanly possible. You should be able to add and subtract and change around your stats.
Right,
and not
because
just
right now, if I want to add, a single stat, I have to go change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 arrays.
yeah, in order to move it. Yeah,
Right.
No.
Instead of changing one data table and then coming back. So let's go see if I can actually create a data table. Let's just, wait, we had a thing that seemed like it was a really good place to put it, but I guess not anymore. Okay, new folder. We'll just call it data table. Data tables now. How do I create just a raw data table? Anyone?
What is it?
Is it a miscellaneous?
Oh, like
I've never created.
Yeah, it's data. Yeah, it's miscellaneous. It is.
See, but we need a structure first. Okay.
Yes, so we're actually probably going to have to open up like some sort of spreadsheet program.
No, we'll just create a struct.
Oh,
I think that's what it asks for. Hold on. Let's go back in there. Miscellaneous. Data table. It's asking for pick structure and gameplay tag table row. That's not exactly what we want. Let's cancel that. Let's just create a struct.
okay. Also, yeah.
Blue. Am I not saying it?
I thought it was under miscellaneous.
Is it in blueprints? Yes.
Yeah,
it is.
of course.
Call it stat struct. And our stat struct needs a whole bunch of stuff.
Cool. Let's populate that sucker.
Let's see. Sucker. Alright, we need a name. Stat name. This will be a name. I'm not using a string. New variables. Current stat value. It's a float. New variable. Stat max. It's a float. New variable. Stat min. Guess what it is? It's a float. Stat desirability. Probably spelled that wrong. Float. New variable.
Yeah, you spelled it wrong.
Thanks. Stat yours. Okay. It's kind of hard for me to see. Spell
I
it.
know, but it's okay.
D-S.
I-R.
Uh-huh.
A.
B-I-L-I-T-Y.
Yeah,
There
you
we go.
just left out the I.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh.
And this one, what is this? This is a behavior tree object? Variable type, behavior tree. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, because we
Behavior tree
fire we had the idea to fire a. Wow, it is not letting me do that.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, go back down. There, go back to the behavior tree. Yeah, see, it makes a new menu.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Some,
Very close, but it was
it's like,
one
why
more
can't I just didn't see it. And then new variable, stat decay rate. A stat decay rate. Float. We can just go ahead and reorganize that real quick. Move it up. Okay, so we have our stat struct, and let's go see if it allows me to build the table off of that. If not, then yeah, I'm gonna just. We're gonna load up Excel.
Wait, what did you choose for the behavior tree as the?
It's a reference.
Okay, that's right. Just wanted to double check.
Yep. Data table. Yep. Stat struct. Okay, and we'll call this our stat table. Control S. Okay. So here we are. And it's a row editor, right? It looks like a pretty standard stat thing. We should be able to just hit bloop, hit plus there on your row editor, and we can now edit that. So we have 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You made them all arrays in the data table.
What? No, I didn't. Did I? Really?
That is what Chad is telling me.
No, they're singles.
There?
Yeah, if you click the array button, it changes.
Oh.
It changes that.
Why do you have new row and then new row 0?
Oh, I just clicked new a bunch of times. That actually is. Well, you can name the rows.
It's weird.
So we can name this row. We'll call it. This is health. We'll call it health stats. No, you know what? Call it health. And then stat name. Since we are actually using a name for it, not a string, call it health. And then I don't know any of the other values, so we'll move on. We'll come back around. Stam and just thinking about this. How do we make basically spreadsheets interesting for a show like this? You should just hand it over to Shelly and she can play some music while I data entries. And hunger.
I'm not your secretary.
You're not my supervisor.
My earballs.
Okay, stat names. We'll just break that out so we can actually see what we're doing. I really wish I could just edit right there. That'd be great. Strength. Fine. Control A, Control C. Control V. Control V. Control C. Control V. Control V. Happiness. Control C. Control V. Control V. Control S. Go to our next one.
Thrilling.
Woohoo! Yeah. Let me tell you. Yeah, and I have a whole. See what you guys asked for. See what you guys get. 100.
Nice.
100. Combo.
Michael Bay presents
Spreadsheets. Looks like 18, 8, 12, 100. 8, 12, 100. So happy. Oh, wait a minute.
You need happiness instead of speed.
Yep.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, because I didn't do the thing.
The last one should be
The last one should be happiness. I didn't click again. Wait. Oh, now it's not gonna let me do it. Fine.
Because you can't override the other one with the same
Fine.
name.
Speed.
Get with the program.
Speed.
No, I think new row 5 is a stat. Sometimes I have my new row 5 feel a little down.
You get those vitamins, right? Stat max. You know, actually, as we're doing this, it suddenly realized that this probably would have been easier to do in Excel. Because at least then you can like tab between the whatever, right? Like.
Yeah, do all that. You can tab.
Well, no, you can tab down, but I can't. I can't navigate the other one. So I can do this one stat if I knew all the stats for it, but I don't. Really? Come on, man, you gotta talk about something.
Can your heart
Handle.
the intensity of Ian filling out this spreadsheet?
Probably not.
If you have a heart condition or are pregnant, do not attempt to win
now. Negative 100. 1.
Yep.
1.
All dim ones.
1. Stat desirability.
That's just
1, 1, 1, all zeros.
Yep.
Our guy doesn't want.
Yeah, because
Anything to do
it's
with
basically
anything.
the ones that don't have the stat men.
1. Hey, didn't say that one. Why don't you do that? Huh?
Just
Huh?
bother you.
Okay, rest are zeros. And the other ones we actually were setting ourselves.
Yep.
So we'll do decay rate on health, I think. It's either like 1 or 2.
All right.
So this is 2, why not? Stamina will be 5. No, 10. Pardon.
This
And
trailer
then
has been restricted by MPAA.
It's the red band trailer.
Yeah, this is actually the red band like spreadsheet trailer. Couldn't show you on TV.
And then our stat behaviors. Do we actually have any stat behaviors that we have listed?
2.
Looks like 2. Health BT, Stam BT, which I think we ended up replacing, but just in case.
You don't want to break anything.
Just in case.
I have a feeling we will break a thing.
Health and stat.
Nice.
Okay, so
See, that's nice. Now you don't have to have like an array of arrays and.
kind of. I think.
Don't tell me you hate it. You're gonna delete the whole thing.
No, current value is wrong. Current stat value is wrong. Basically, it shouldn't be in here.
Oh no, it shouldn't
Because it's like.
Oh, because we were setting default current values.
We're setting default. So really, what we should do is we should just it'll stay here for now. We'll rename it default later.
Yeah.
So that when we spawn a new guy, we have a basis for.
Because that's really what it is. It's just a misnomer. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just our current stat should stay in here, and then what these can do is we can take these back down to singles if we so desire. That way we have placeholders. But now that we have a data table, I don't know if any of you guys have used data tables, but they're pretty awesome. Now I'm trying to remember. It's get row, I believe. Get data table.
Row names.
Get data table row.
Oh, that's nice.
So we can get them by row name. Ooh. Let's data table. Can we get? No, we don't. Okay. Well. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I was just hoping that we would have had something in there that's just like get row 1.
Yeah.
Now what I want to do is go back to our data table.
Are you gonna rename everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna rename this 0.
Oh.
I'm gonna name this 1.
This is the
I'm
best.
gonna name this 2. I'm gonna name this 3. I'm gonna name this 4.
A note at
I'm
home,
gonna
you
name
could
this
still
5.
keep them the same thing. You would know what they are, but Ian
Well,
likes to use a number instead.
no, that the row. The thing is I want to be able to easily get these, and if I want to iterate through them, how do I iterate through them? Well, okay, I could do right here. We could get the length of this, right? Oh, there we go, right? Like,
Yeah.
and then we could do that, iterate through, and all that.
Well, I guess you're
goodness.
right then. Yeah, as long as you're going down the list, then.
Yeah, you're fine. But what if I want to remove stuff from the list? I mean.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I
see
mean,
what
which
you
would be really actually easy to do. Now, if we wanted any stats that we didn't want to show up somewhere, we could make them non-numeric, right? So we could just change them to a letter or change them to a full name, and then we can get those later. I don't know what we would do for that, like maybe modifiers, right? You don't want to show modifiers, but you want modifiers to be something that is a full stat. Like you can have a maximum of +5 on strength and a minimum of -5, and the stat is currently 0, has no decay rate, and it uses this behavior tree if it's ever involved. It's just you never want it to show as a base stat. You want to force somebody to call it by hand. Me, I don't want to call it by hand right now. Wait, just Shelly beat me to the joke? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, just go on to question mark.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, you could do that. So, but for us, I mean, now we can just simply put in 0, right? And when you select the table asset, so we'll do stat table, we'll do stat table here. When you get an out row, it's a struct. You can break it, and there's all of our stats.
Wow.
So, and then just in case, you can do row not found, row found, right?
Yeah, you get your is valid checks. That's
Yep.
nice. That's
It's right there.
checks. Nice.
And I mean, we could have called it health, and then we could have, I guess, kept stat names and just named them the same thing, and then you could just cycle through that and pull that information from those, and then you know the index. There's a million ways to do this, and of course, we're not commenting any of this as we go, are we? No, we're not.
You
So
just give a big old comment.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
You scared
Actually, what
me
we'll
now.
do is, I think we can promote this. No,
You can right click to do. Right?
I don't think we can.
Oh, look at that.
No, we can't do that.
Oh.
Which, maybe because we're in a function. Hold on, let's get out of the function. Nope. Can't do it. So, yeah, you kind of got to put your stat table anytime you recreate one of these. So, I guess we could, okay, so we will do one, well, the values are but we're not going to be storing them in there.
Give Ian a second. He's in his head.
Well, that's the thing. The current value stays here. The rest of these can go away. Like once we actually get them to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Current value stays, and then when we are in stat tick down. Okay, fine. We just won't do that. I guess I hit the wrong one. Get data table row. Select our data table, and you can actually just. Yes, it is.
You need to do convert to name.
Is there?
Yeah, name.
No, that's the point I was trying to make.
Oh, you can't convert it to.
No, it's.
You could. Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
Wow, that is
I'm
happening.
doing this.
Feature request.
Yeah, feature request might be really good right there.
Yeah.
Can we convert an int to a name? Seems like it makes sense.
Yeah,
It's an int,
you can do a print. You can do it with string, but not a name.
which is really weird because names are like all protected craziness.
Yeah, you would think that that would be.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I mean, this will tell us if this whole thing works.
Yeah.
So actually, what we'll do is we'll break this out, and we'll break this. Spell break the right way. And if work, come down here. If not work, we will print the strings. Star, hello, yes, no. Failed to adjust stat. And then pull this out.
So, is there really no int to name?
No, it doesn't look that way.
Strange.
Int
To?
name to.
No.
No, we have to bool, to byte, to float, to int, to int.
Oh.
Or byte.
That's...
Yeah.
I'll have to. Yeah. I was just looking up stuff. I wanted to double check.
Yep.
Strange.
So let's see. Stat decay rates. We're already going to be. We don't need this.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep. Because
That
we're not
goes-
getting anything.
And decay goes here.
Yep.
Stat min. Stat max. Min. Max. I got them backwards here apparently. These can go away. Bloop, bloop. Get some more spaghetti going on. Because we love us some spaghetti. And
Whoa! Look at that
whoa,
effect.
what is going on there?
I just like that one. I have a scary one though. That's police lights.
Oh jeez.
There we go.
Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
by the way, I love this thing. By the way, straighten.
Oh, just straight. Yeah.
Really helps
great.
my really helps my OCD.
Oh,
And
man.
that's basically what we have here, because we're not going to take current start value. I mean,
Those crossfires are gonna. You seriously?
well, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Who puts max before min?
Hold on. Let's go see if this breaks everything horribly. Thanks. Set max min.
Oh, look! You can just easily
Drop it there.
look at that.
Well, hold on.
Oh boy.
Did it change it here? Yes, it did.
Okay.
Okay. And now they're double crossed.
Yeah. So you have to uncross. Look at that. That was so easy.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
Developer
I'm not
who made
sure
that.
who
Yeah, I
worked
don't know
on
which
that
developer
one
actually worked on
specifically.
the structs.
Uh,
There's some guy out there that's like, those jerks.
It was
They
me.
know nothing of my work.
It was me.
Nothing of my work.
There we go. Get set. Cool. And technically, if this works, something should happen.
Something. Yeah, it will tick down. We're getting some warnings. Are those okay?
I believe the
those are
the
from the
warning
audio.
has to do with the audio.
The audio, which are just warnings. As long as they're just warnings, we can skip them.
I'm gonna dump all this stuff on the other screen, guys, right quick, and we'll hit play. And he's still taking down hunger.
Look at that.
Oh, pardon. He's taking down hunger now because we were actually.
Yeah,
taking
instead
down
of the other stats.
He's never ever going to do anything else. His hunger is going to get to 0, and then nothing's going to happen. He's no longer going to seek out food, I don't believe.
Oh, because food gives you stamina, not hunger, right now.
Right, but
we haven't
since
set
his
it up
stamina, since his hunger is never going up, and we're checking. Wait,
Yeah.
why is this happening?
Well, we're checking stamina still.
But it's at 100.
Yeah.
Why is this happening? Hold on. No, this doesn't seem right. Did I change that? Did I change that? No, look at this. Current value of stat 1. Setting.
Yeah.
We're only taking down 2. So that should. Okay, that's never going to happen. That's fine.
Well, I mean, over there, aren't we ticking down stat 2 here?
Yeah, but that's hunger,
Yeah.
not stamina.
But it's.
Stamina is staying maxed, and we're checking its stamina to go pick up stuff.
Yeah.
So why is he picking up stuff?
That is an excellent question.
No.
It's sitting in now. Okay. I'm a little odd. No.
Hold on.
So he's got to be checking against hunger somewhere.
I mean, this isn't firing.
Well, get rid of that. If it's not doing anything, let's just get rid of it.
Okay. Go away.
Like full screen everything. You can fit more on there. Okay, so we're not there yet. We're not hitting that. So the condition here that we're not hitting is the current stat value.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let's. Oh no, that's.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We should never ever be going for an apple.
You want to set up some breakpoints?
Let's do this. Compile, save. Let's crack open the behavior tree. This is weird.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the BT's looking at a different stat.
Okay, is tired is set. Is tired is, I believe, set by our service here.
Current stat values, ability.
Hold on, wait.
What?
No, it shouldn't matter. All these have the same values,
Okay.
right? As our table. So
As
even
the
it's not the table's fault, right? All these things have the same valid, or
Mhm.
the same valid data. AI upon test value equals 0. God, windy outside.
Yeah.
Possible food found. All right. Let's just watch. It's roaming. He's roaming.
It just blinked.
There.
Oh, there it goes.
It's back.
So.
Okay, so we have hit B is tired.
Is tired. Why is tired being set? Choose stat 0. Test value 0. Alright.
Breakpoint. Zoom.
Infinite loop counter. Yep.
Stat load, test value. That should be 0. Stat low is 85. This is...
Yeah, where's that number? Like, go back over to the left. Where's that number? From... Stat desirability.
Oh! Oh, that's right. We're looping through everything.
Yep.
And it's...
Explain to the camera what we found out right here.
We're looping through all the stats.
Yep.
And we're saying, is there a stat that is desirable for us to get? Hunger is yes. We just don't have anything that boosts hunger. So he's just eating. Stuffing his face. It's like, I'm so hungry. Stamina's not going to, but I'm so hungry.
Yep.
I gotta eat. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I believe we were trying to make this a little more generic, just to have it says is tired, but we built it in such a fashion that any stat could be low and they could go out and hunt down for. And then we could decide on that stat at a later time. Otherwise, he would just go about to milling around. The reality is this should always be firing, and he should always want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So we just don't have desirability for things like strength, intelligence, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If we did, then he'd be like, I'm going to go work out, right? Like, go to the gym.
Or go to the library or something.
Right.
Yeah.
It only becomes the point where it's like, no, I'm really good across the board, that he just mull around for forever.
And yeah.
So I guess he's just decided to eat because that's how this works right now. I mean, we could easily change this by changing the apple.
Yeah, but the whole thing is going to get kind of destroyed as we start changing the arrays. Oh, look, there you go. Aerial app's already...
This part where we get ripped apart, one should delete the arrays in the game. Yup!
Yeah, that's absolutely correct, which is why we're going to change up how
Something
the
else.
service
Hold
functions
on, wait a minute. This is what we should do.
Yep.
We should come in here,
Yep.
and we should remind ourselves by highlighting
Let's leave you a nice comment.
comment.
This will go bad, and we will have to replace it with...
destroyed when moving to data table. And a perfect time to use those flashy colors. Red. I think red works really, really well. With an alpha of 1, please. There we go. That way, when we come back through here, we'll know, yep, okay, that makes sense. Data table, we swapped over. And then compile, save in, I mean, geez, everything's gonna get ripped apart. Would you guys care all that much if I did, like, a correction of this entire thing off screen before now and next time? You guys can leave quotes down there if you really care.
Yeah, we'll watch chat to see how they...
Yeah, because it might end up just being a ton of stuff, and it could end up being a good couple hours worth of work that I'm not sure we want to do live.
Yeah, we already filled out a data table live. I think that they can't handle the intensity of swapping out individual variables as we refactor how this works.
I mean, let's go look at
Take the heat.
the ZBrush. I must see everything. Yeah, if we go to plant food item, here's the thing, like, or just good food class. Oh man, yeah. See, we did stat restore. This is its whole nother. Yeah. So I mean, we could just give it a 50 or something right there, right? File save. Which should, I believe, just help his health. Oh, oops. 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 No breakpoint, please. Move break. Good. Close.
Were you putting up lens flares?
Yeah, it was exciting.
It was exciting.
No, well, at least that still works. He goes for food and when he's hungry, and it heals him. So that's
those are
cool.
big apples. I just realized that those things go to like
they're
halfway
turkey.
up
They're
his
turkey
chest.
apples.
Yeah, they're like up to his knee.
They're turkey apples.
How
Should I be able to see them?
How can I eat all of these delicious apples?
You can hold like one. God, it's so heavy.
They look like red peppers.
Giant red peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I do not want to be this guy.
We got some salsa.
Yeah. So, okay. So, at least that'll work. There's nothing weird in those. Widget will break. I mean, we can go look at the UI widget right now. Stat bar, graph. Yep. Requests from the owning pawn. So that's all going to break. Comment. Will break due to data table. Red.
Yep, get ready for it.
That'll change. And there's going to be a ton, an absolute ton of other things. Oh man. I keep what?
Shelly's trying to crack out all of the specials she has, but you kept moving the window around.
Sorry. Yep. This changes. This breaks. Just comment the whole thing. Will break due to move to data table. Wait. Less. I don't. No, interface doesn't do anything. Game mode shouldn't do anything. Base classes, I don't believe do anything. I mean, we saw what was in those. And this is just stat restore stuff. It doesn't actually. Well, hold on. Wait. No, I think we do that on the. No, crap. There it is.
Those were sentences.
Yep, these break. Right there.
Yep.
Target statman, because
That'll
I knew it. It's like, it doesn't look like anything happens in here. This is great. Oh wait, no, the spaghetti downstairs.
Don't eat the spaghetti downstairs. It just sounds like the old lady you left in the basement for a week. Like,
Oh.
Ooh.
Will break due to stat table change. 0, 0. There we go. I'll save. And as a reminder, I'm selecting things, hitting C to create the comments. Okay. Just gonna close everything there for a sec. Stat spawning actor. No, this looks good. Yeah, that's fine. Tasks. Yeah, this will be fun. Okay, that one's fine. Woo! Dialogue's not gonna suffer because of this.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this breaks. No, wait, no, we're not using this. Bloop. Yay, this doesn't break.
I like Aerial App solution. Just delete the arrays and you'll find out what breaks.
Yes, but it's still functional right now. That's why I'm asking if I can do that off screen, and then I can spend like 3 hours off screen doing that.
Yeah.
Nope, here it is. This breaks. Actually, no, we're not using this. Run stat behavior? I don't think we're using this. Probably should delete the class if we're not even using it. We're using a run behavior, move to. Yep, nope.
Yep.
We can.
Yeah, you can get rid of that.
We can actually get run stat behavior. Because I think that was Yeah, just in case. Well, no, we need it because if he wants to go to the gym, we'll actually want a different thing for him once he gets to the gym.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of funny.
So yeah, and we want to be able to leave those in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's just not usable
different
right
stats. Yeah, got it.
Find good food should be fine because those work off of the food stat array, which is on there. Find healing, yeah. Random, yeah. Service, know about things. No, that one's fine. Stam check.
That's the one we know about.
Testing pawn doesn't care.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Item of stat should just be the stat. A stat number in the array. Yep. That's fine. No item spawning. I think this one's fine too. Yeah, we're storing known spawn locations on the pawn itself. Stat behavior we don't really need to care about right now.
That is subtle, Shelly. That is subtle.
What?
I'll wait.
Really? Really?
Spaghetti. Yeah, it took me a second to notice that one. That's good.
Oh man, come on now, Chef Boyardee.
I know it's gross, but it was one
It
of
is
the
really
fun.
gross. There's some gross things on this planet.
Oh my gosh.
Task use item. Oh. No, this should just be in range, and then I think it sends the message. No, this doesn't send the message. No, yeah, it sends the message, but it just sends it to the character use it. Stat dialogue. Okay, I think really those are going to be it.
Wow.
Yeah, our game mode doesn't have anything else in it.
No. Because we never passed any stats.
I mean, yeah, we're still working on character. If we're really serious, right? Like, character is still.
Yeah, we're mainly.
I mean, he needs to
building the whole thing around here.
Yeah, he needs to crack this open. So, okay, since it's still functional right now, because really the only outside thing, we'll keep the data for the moment. I'm going to finish up the thing that I wanted to do, which is now, get, and if this is less than equal to, okay, fine, that part we need to get, and we're going to get array value 2, and if this is less than equal to 0, then we are also going to do a secondary tick down. So branch, if true, tick down 1. And we're ticking down 1. It's actually stat 1 is stam. And then we copy this entire thing over here. Actually, no, we don't. The thing is, we don't tick down stam. We don't tick down health. We actually apply damage. So I believe this entire thing over here then becomes true. Because the whole point was then if stamina is greater than 0, then you heal. So, and if it's not, if it's less than or equal to 0, you start to die. Base damage of 1, so he's just taking down health 1. So we actually don't need a health tick down rate. I don't know, maybe we use it as a disease rate or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, like if you just tick down health without hurting anything else?
Yeah, something like that. But we do have a bunch of stuff in here that we need to replace. So we'll go ahead and jump into here. Select, wait, I guess we'll just hit these two, Control C. I did hit Control C, event graph, Control V. Row found, connect up. Wait. No, let's not do it on this side. We'll do it. Actually, I have no idea the impact of this. Honestly, I have no idea. So we're just going to connect it up. And we'll find out.
Well, I mean, it's just going to always fire both, isn't it?
No, I'm putting this in before we get to the health.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
So really, we just need to make sure row 0 exists, right? And then from here, we don't care about current value, current stat we're getting.
Doesn't really matter when you're going down the false path?
Wait, what do you mean? No. We heal. We
yeah,
heal or
okay,
do damage.
I see.
We heal or do damage.
Yeah.
And so, I guess that could be our rate. It's not our decay rate. In this case, it's our heal rate. Sure, why not? Stat min, stat max, delete. There we go. So compile, save. Just gonna make sure stam works. So hit play. I think we'll go ahead and pause here for today after this. If it works. Okay, yep. He's ticking down at 5, which is correct. He grabbed a stam apple, which one made him go up. Cool. Now, unfortunately, we have to torment our poor soul. Goodbye. No more food for you. Make sure the rest of it works. Now, okay. There goes the stam. So hungry. Where's the food? What do you guys do with the food?
Now he dies.
You're terrible people.
This got dark.
I'm dying. This is like The Sims. I've trapped him in the pool. He's
Oh.
gonna work himself out till he dies.
Oh my gosh. It's always funny when you put like a sim in like a 2x2 room and then they just cry and die and sadly. It's like,
Give him an oven.
This is
Tell him
why
to cook.
I am not God.
Give him an oven and tell him to cook. Keep cooking.
I see your
Keep
cooking.
cooking.
Your cooking skill is 0. I think you should probably cook a large meal for everybody.
Why, God? Why do you do this?
Look at him. He's just trying to find purpose in life.
He's not trying to find purpose. He's trying to find food. I have purpose. It is to eat. No. What cruel God would do this?
You are a really cruel
I
guy.
did that.
Oh, and he's a stupid. No animals were harmed in the making of this training stream.
Yeah, they're not animals. It's all good.
That's cool.
All right,
Cool.
cool. So we're gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna call it
He's
there.
very happy at least.
No, I'm overjoyed here.
That's funny.
Can I bring
wow.
Control Z?
I didn't even think about that.
Oh no! Oh no! I can't bring back the foods. Oh well. Sorry, guy. All your food's gone.
Let me just put some trees down.
Okay, fine. Hold on. I'll put down some trees and we'll call it good for the day. Stat spawning actor. Stat spawning actor. And do these things, like... Wait a minute, do these set the primary stat of the thing when they spawn? Spawn at location, do a thing, value, static mesh. No, they don't. Huh. Yeah. Okay, well, that reminds me something else we need to do. And so, in between... Okay, so what I'm going to do is in between now and next time, which may be... I think it may be 3 weeks from now.
Might be.
Might be. If it's not, it'll be 2 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through. I'm going to comment everything, figure out where we are, and I'm going to change everything over to the data table. That's all I'm going to do. That way, everything is just set up, ready to rock, so we can start. Well, we need to give him actual purpose in life now.
Yeah.
He needs to start making better decisions, or we need to give him the tools to make better decisions. Because right now his decisions are like, run around or eat.
Yeah. So as we give him interactable things that he cares
Yeah.
about too. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to start doing some strength training and maybe reading a book.
Yep. So this is nice. This means that we've got the basis of caring about something, having a stat about that thing, and then okay.
And then from there we can work on what does it mean to be happy.
Wow, this is gonna get
This is going to get philosophically deep.
We're gonna start really talking about what is it to love if you're an AI and all that. It'll be
See, Panda Bits between 2 weeks and 2017. 2 to 3 weeks. We'll be back in 2 to 3 weeks. Well, we will be back.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam and Wes are on next time.
Yep.
I'm trying to get one of the tech artists on in 2 weeks. I don't know if they're available, so it'll be either Noon, Willard, or Parrish. And we'll see if we can get one of them on. If not, then we'll be back, and then we'll figure out what we're doing in 3 weeks.
I'm also talking to Lauren because she wants to do more C++ stuff, and I don't know, maybe we can ask her to come on. And,
We can ask her to come on.
talk about some C++
That could be in 3 to
conversion.
4 weeks. Something.
Yeah, we'll talk about
get
it.
Lauren back on.
You know,
That's right, Lauren. I know you're watching.
yeah, we know you're watching.
We're gonna get you on this
That's right.
back on the stream. So, anyway, that's it for us, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
Yep, see you on Thursday.